Hi, guys. Welcome to Uma's Lotus Lounge. Here we go. A feature stream here on the Meet Me app. You guys caught me. One day I'm going to have like just a smooth introduction into this thing. But I was just sending a blast on Meet Me to let people know that it's time for Uma's Lotus Lounge. And I got my friends here. Thank you, Guru. Let's go with the wheels. Appreciate it. All right. So, yes, it is the start of a new week, Monday, here on the Meet Me app. So, what I tend to do is the top 10 gifters of the week will get bouncer status in my stream. I'm beginning to understand that bouncer status in a top badge stream is pretty legit cool. Hi, Guru. And at the end of the day, we got to come up with like fun ways, right, guys? Because I think like with all the drama and trauma on streams, all the diamond trading, all the cheating, all the scandals, I think it's just up to the streamer to come to streams and say, let's do something fun. We got to get the diamonds. You guys want something of worth. I would like to think that having a bouncer status in my stream is of worth. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So as I get these wheels and stuff, I'll be giving people bouncer statuses. And then I've actually been having fun with this because sometimes people come in and say, oh, I want to be a bouncer. So I'm going to kick out whoever was at spot 10. So whoever's at spot 10, you guys just let y'all know, tend to get the worst of it. The worst of it, because everybody be looking at that spot 10, trying to kick out whoever's at spot 10. All right, welcome in. If you're watching me on YouTube, don't worry, you guys can play along too. This is a featured stream that I do every Monday on the Meet Me app where I stream. I'm a top badge streamer there. And it's a way to start your week with peace, love, light, positive vibes. We're going to do a little tarot card readings, messages for each zodiac sign. I have a topic today, and we're just going to chat it up. You know what I mean? You can just come here and have a cool, chill time. And I just want to remind people in the comment that as my bouncers come in, you guys want to be polite and respectful. This is a featured stream. And if we do tend to kick you from a featured stream, you do have run the possibility of getting banned off the app. Okay? You don't want to do that. It's not worth it. All right. So we like to start our show by having 3 affirmations. I used to just do affirmations per person, but then, the people who watched the recording felt kind of left out. So I wanted to come up with a little something fun that people that are watching live can participate in. And so the people watching on the recording can participate in as well. So here we are. We have 3 affirmations. Just pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. You can write it in the comments, or you can just say it in your mind. I picked 2, Uma, right? I'm going to give you the message of the affirmations. An affirmation is really cool because it's just positive words meant to bring quality to your life. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We have 3 affirmations. You guys can pick a message from 1, 2, or 3. If you want to write it in the comments, you can write it in the comments. Hi, guys. Welcome to my featured stream. All right. So the first affirmation is, I am compassionate. I am compassionate. Every person in my life is either a lesson for me or I am a lesson for them. Now that's deep, right? That is deep, because basically what that is saying is that for those of you that picked affirmation 1, I would like to think that you're probably going through something with someone else. And this is a reminder that either you're blessing them in some kind of way or they're blessing you, if that makes sense, So that is affirmation 1. For those of you that picked affirmation 2, we got, I am courageous. I am courageous. I have the power to create anything I desire in my life. I am courageous. I have the power to create anything that is in my life. Donald, thank you. So I like this because I picked affirmation 2. And it's just a reminder, right? That whatever is for me is for me. And the only person that can stop me is myself. Does that make sense? The only person that can stop me is me. So you can have haters out there, you can have trolls. You know, first of all, I always tell streamers, you guys know I'm a talent partner for Meet Me. So I coach, I mentor new streamers. And I always tell them, if you have people trolling you or being mean to you, that is not a reflection of you. That is a reflection of them. Donald, you cannot request the box. This is a featured stream, but please feel free to stay and enjoy the show. When people troll you, they have something seriously wrong in their life. Okay. And it's messed up because happy people don't go around bringing pain to other people. They just don't. So everything that happens in your life happens because of you and due to you. And I think that is a message for all of us to start earning our power. And finally, affirmation 3, I am enough. I am enough. I release the burden of shame, guilt, self-hate, self-judgment. Wow. So for those of you that quietly chose affirmation 3, it's just a reminder, right? That you don't have to judge yourself. You know what's so funny is this world is geared to, it's set for people to judge you. It's set for everything to make you feel less than. And every single time you believe that nonsense, you let them win. You let them win, right? So for those of you that chose affirmation 3, I am enough, you are enough. There's nothing wrong with you. So release the shame, the guilt, the self-hate, the self-judgment, okay? And trust that better days are coming. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the Meet Me app. I do not have my co-host today. She is currently traveling, you know, and I love Danae so much because she'll come and she'll say, Uma, I could, you know, I'm in the car. I can still do it. And I'm like, no, enjoy your holiday, enjoy your vacation. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Eli. All right, we have a bouncer in here. So guys, be careful what you say. Our bouncer is in the building. Welcome in, y'all. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. All right, my topic for today is coming off of a, you know, I write a topic, I write a blog every week, and people always are like, how do you come up with these blog ideas? It's my life. It's what I go through, okay? And this week, I had to really sit and think about purpose and planning. So the actual title of my topic today is Unlocking My Purpose, 3 ways to turn my vision into action, right? But the reason why I wrote this is because I've been having a hard week where I've been struggling. And you guys know I come on here and I tell things very, very straight as is. So I have an autoimmune disorder. And for the most part, I've learned to live with it, right? I make sure that I get enough rest. I stay away from certain foods, certain drink, right? Princess, you too, right? You, it's a lifelong condition. You learn to live with it, right? But there are those weeks you have your flare up. Now, for those of you on Meet Me, you can't tell I'm having a flare up thanks to the beautiful filters, right? But for those of you on YouTube, you can see the difference in my face, right? You can see the puffiness, the bags under my eyes, right? Like the puffiness, yeah, in my face, my cheeks, my neck. And I knew this was gonna happen because, no, I don't have lupus GPT, but, I knew this was gonna happen because over the weekend, it was my partner's birthday, and we celebrated. We went out. I don't usually eat outside the house because I noticed that when I eat food prepared by other people, it adds to my puffiness. Thank you. And then I try not to drink alcohol because that also adds to, like, the increased inflammation in my body, right? And if you have an autoimmune disorder, it's that you have a lot of inflammation in your body. So this weekend, I broke two cardinal rules, right? I ate out and I had alcohol. So I'm dragging today. Somebody saw me and they were like, "Oh, are you high?" I was like, "No, I just trying to make it through the day." But this was starting last week, and I struggle because I'm not the kind of person. Do you guys all? Has anybody ever had that friend who always complains about everything? They just always are complaining about everything, and you are just like, take a break, right? Your mom, yeah, yeah, it's bad, and I never want to be that person, right? So I try to, like, just kind of barrel through and don't tell anybody anything, but then it catches up to you. Like today, so I got up, I went to the gym, I did my meditation, I did everything, I cooked dinner, I cleaned the house, but by noon, when I told you, my whole body just shut down and it was like, nope. So I told my son, I told my man, I was like, I got to go lay down for a couple. I'll be back, and I laid down because my autoimmune disorder was just in full panic mode. My whole body just shut down to the point where, like, when it gets really bad, I can't walk. I can't move my arms, I can't move my legs. It's like I'm paralyzed. And I just lay in the bed and I was just thinking about y'all. I was like, dang, I hope I can make it to my 5 o'clock show, right? Because who doesn't like Uma's Lotus Lounge to start the week, right? We love it here. We love coming here to start the week on a positive note and with positive vibes. But it brought me back to the topic I want to talk about today: purpose with a plan. Now, most of us in the world, we focus on purpose. You got to have purpose. What's your purpose? Are you living your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? But nobody talks about the second part of that, which is having a plan to follow through, right? And that's what I wanted to talk about today, because my thing is that having a purpose is great. But if you don't have a plan to follow through, you're never going to bring your purpose to life. Your purpose is just going to stay a vision without action. And I thought a lot about this over the weekend because before today, me being bedridden for a little bit, I was a little bit bedridden, the past 4 or 5 days. And as I was lying there and thinking about this topic for today, I just really said to myself, when you really have this drive within yourself to do something and create something for the greater good, whatever that may be, you know, whether you want to save the world or end hunger, or maybe it's not so large, maybe it's smaller. I want to take care of my community. I want to plant a community garden, right? Whatever your purpose is, you cannot take a day off. You cannot take a day off. And when I was laying in that bed, dealing with my own health conditions, I thought about my purpose. And my purpose is to bring joy wherever I go. It's literally the opposite of what trolls do on these live streaming apps. Their purpose is to bring pain to whoever they come in contact with. My purpose is that when people leave me, they feel inspired, happy, calm, peaceful, content, motivated, encouraged, understood, respected, right? And I'm laying there in my bed and I'm trying to figure out, well, how can I manage this when I have this autoimmune disorder that flares up from time to time and I can theoretically, you know, let people down? Because what if, like, I plan an event or I have a show like this and people are expecting me or wanting me to turn up and be the person they know me to be, and I'm just not feeling it? And that's when I realized, I was like, you need tools and techniques to manage your purpose. You can't just leave it to happenstance. You can't just say, okay, that's my purpose. And I'm just going to go ahead and not worry about how it's going to get done. It's going to get done because it's my purpose. You know what I mean? There's different things that you can put into place. And today I wanted to share with you 3 things to put into place. Now, as a reminder, for those of you that are watching me live on Meet Me, welcome in. This is a featured stream. Please be mindful of your comments. I don't tend to read the comments during the show because I am doing a show right now, but it is an interactive show. So if you send a skeleton rain, that is the gift for today. If you send a skeleton rain after I finish the zodiac messages for each of the zodiac signs, I will also pull cards for you and give you your own reading, whether you want a reading for the week, a general message, or you just have something specific you want me to read on, you are welcome to it. Okay. So I will be keeping tabs of those of you that do send the skeleton rain, and I will give you your messages at the end of the show, which is usually around 5:45 after I finish my talk and after I do the messages for the zodiac signs. All right. I will be giving personal messages. And don't forget, anybody who is top 10 in my top 10 of my gifters for the week, you will get bouncer status for the week, or at least until you're, removed from the top 10 of the week. Because people have been having fun doing that, just removing people. All right. So let's talk about some potential tools and techniques that you can use to follow through with your plan, with your purpose, with a plan. All right. Number 1, purpose to goal planning. Devise a step-by-step method for connecting your life's purpose to tangible, actionable goals. Right? I find prioritizing goals is a big help for this. So for those of you that don't know, I'm the CEO of a metaphysical wellness center, and I use different life coaching tools and techniques with my clients. And one of them is called the Eisenhower Matrix, or the Pareto Principle is what I use. These 2 tools help you focus on what matters most in your journey. And it's a clear-cut way to bring your vision into action. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about the Eisenhower Matrix. It's, by the way, has anybody ever heard about this? I know I have like some life coaches that watch some of my shows. Any of you guys in here? No. Okay. So the Eisenhower Matrix is a task management tool that helps you organize and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. So basically, it's like you draw 4 boxes, and then you have, like, you think of all the things you need to do, right? And then you put your tasks into one box that is you schedule for later. One box is tasks that you can delegate, tasks that you can delete, and then tasks that you have to do first because they're like high importance, like pay the water bill, right? So this is a way to kind of, because I know how many of you get overwhelmed on a regular basis, right? That's the one thing I just can't seem to overcome, no matter how much therapy I've been in, right? Princess Deborah, I've gotten a hold of a lot of my emotions, but the overwhelmment is, whew, that's the one that just really takes me out. And it's very easy for me to get overwhelmed because I do have an anxiety disorder. So I find, like, with the Eisenhower Matrix, it just makes me feel like, okay, I have a little bit of control in all of this. I know I have 20 things to do, but it's really these 4 things I need to do right now. And the other 16 things I have some time on, you know? So that's the Eisenhower matrix. That's a great tool that life coaches use with our clients, especially when they're feeling overwhelmed. I just recently used this with a client of mine. I'm helping her because she used to come to my studio a lot, like 4 years ago. And she's a single woman, older woman, and she was doing really well. I took a lot of classes, got a lot of, felt her spiritual purpose and path. But I don't know. I guess she just dropped off. And I'm not the kind of person that runs after my clients. You know what I mean? Hey, you're not coming back to classes? I don't do that. I don't like to, bother people. And when she came back to me, she said she had gained a lot of weight to the point where she could only wear like sweatpants. And she hadn't left her house in 3 months. And I was like, my God, you're in a bad place. And I said, what happened? And she said, I don't know. She said, it's just the constant news, and seeing all the things that are happening in the news. And she has an anxiety disorder. And that's why I say, you got to check on people, because this was one of my favorite people that used to come to my center. And I felt like I also dropped the ball. But like I said, when I started this talk, I was going through my own stuff with dealing with my autoimmune disorder. So we sat down, we listed out all the things that she needed to do, and then we started putting them in those boxes, right? No, that you could do that later. That will come later. But right now we need you to focus on this. This is what you got to focus on, And that's kind of like how we kind of work that through. So those principles, the Pareto principle. Most people know the Pareto principle as the 80-20 rule. It's a phenomenon that states that roughly 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. So you can use this principle to help prioritize tasks and business efforts. So these are just 2 tools that I'm giving you guys that you can use on your own, or you can work with somebody like a life coach to get it done more efficiently. As a soul alignment coach, I use these techniques with my clients, but me being a soul alignment coach, I make sure that the short-term goals are in alignment with the long-term goal of following their spiritual path and purpose, right? Because that's always my vision. When people book me for life coaching, I'm like, I'm a soul alignment coach because yes, I care about your day-to-day, right? But I also care about, is this lining up with your spiritual purpose? And that's, with my client, she's a life path 9. Now, for those of you that don't do numerology and stuff, you're like, what is she talking about? Well, life path 9 people, I'm a life path 9. They're considered the humanitarians on the planet. They're the ones that came here to be of service. Mahatma Gandhi, Bob Marley, right? All life path 9 people, Muhammad Ali, right? So when you have a life path 9 who's not doing something for the community or helping the community in some way, they can go real negative and they could just really just let everything go, as we can see with my client. So I started giving her some homework and things to do to get her back on track in alignment with her higher purpose, while also dealing with the day-to-day. So when using these goals, these tools, right? Remember to craft your goals as a SMART goal. Do you guys know what I mean when I say SMART goal? Because it means something, SMART. If you do life coaching or you worked with a life coach, you would know what I'm talking about. Anybody want to put it in the comments? All right. So as life coaches, we teach you guys, when you're making a goal, don't just make a basic goal. You have to make it a SMART goal. So SMART, S is the goal has to be specific. S is for specific. M, the goal has to be measurable. You got to be able to measure your progress. A, it has to be achievable and attainable and realistic, right? R, relevant. The goal aligns with the broader life or business objectives. You can't be like a pastry chef and then your goal is to, travel to France unless it has to do with learning stuff for your pastry business. T is time bound. The goal has a specific deadline or time frame, right? So when you use SMART goals, it can help clarify your objectives and increase the likelihood of success. So that's the first tip that I have for you guys, how to have a plan with your purpose. Welcome in, guys. This is Uma's featured stream. It's Uma's Lotus Lounge, a featured stream here on the Meet Me app. And I know I keep looking here and here. Apologies, but this is Meet Me and this is YouTube. So if you guys have questions, just drop them in the comments and I will try to get to them when I can. All right. And we are right now talking about having your purpose with a plan, because if you don't, then you just have a vision without action. So you got to put the action behind the vision. And I have 3 tips. And the first tip that we just finished discussing is purpose to goal planning. All right. Now, number 2, you guys might know about this. It's called vision mapping. Have you guys ever heard of this or done this? Vision mapping is where you're visualizing, you're using visualization techniques to envision the end goal that you're working towards. All right. So it's a creative exercise to visually map out your long-term vision and break it down into achievable milestones. So it's about having a long-term vision, but understanding that you got to take like little short-term, goal steps to get there. So there's many different ways that you can do visualization techniques, but I have 2 favorite things that I do. One is a vision board. I'm sure you guys have heard about that. I do my vision board every January. I used to do my vision board at the end of the year. You're welcome, Richard. I used to do my vision board at the end of the year, but I didn't like the energy of have you guys noticed that the energy feels different, right? The end of the year versus the start of the year. The end of the year feels like we're closing down things, we're ending things. But then when we have the start of the year, it's more like new beginnings, hope, right? Eagerness, stuff like that. So I changed from doing my boards from December to January. And what I do is I just think about all the things that I want to create for myself in my professional life, in my personal life, and also in my social life, like with my family, my kids, my friends. Again, I'm a life coach, so a big part of me has to be about living a very balanced life. And I think sometimes this is where I get frustrated with people, especially like people who are so like hooked or obsessed in a relationship. That's just not been my energy at all. Like I just have low tolerance for people who are just like, oh, I can't live without this person, or I can't survive. And I'm like, but you did, right? You were with this person for 2 years. I'll give you that. But you also were alive for 38 years, right? So there's that. All right. So vision boards are a great way to kind of put your vision on board. I actually have my vision board right here behind the screens where I'm looking at you guys. And I look at it every day. It's in my office. I look at my vision board every day. And it just, it's a mix of pictures and words. And it just makes me feel happy every time I see it. It does. Makes me feel really happy. So that's one way you can do visualization techniques. The other way you can do is daily vision quest. So every morning before I start my day, remember my autoimmune disorder, it's kind of hard to get up in the mornings. My whole body hurts, everything's creaky, right? So I just lay there for a minute. And while I'm laying there, I'm thinking about how I want this day to go, all the things I want to accomplish, the way I want to feel, all the things on my to-do tasks, how I'm going to just get them done and also create space to hang out and have fun, right? Because it's like at the end of the day, you can't just be going through your day working, or just being focused in one area of your life. Like you should try to make it balanced. So my day tends to be a nice mix of self-care, where I take care of myself, time with my community, which is you guys or my kids or my partner, and then work, right? And when you do things like that, then what happens is you tend to have a really good feel by the end of the day because you've had so much interaction with so many different things and you don't feel like you're neglecting anything. So in the morning, before I start my day, I envision how I want the day to go. And then I actually write down my goals on a dry erase board. On the back here corner of my room, I actually have 6 things on my goal list for today. And at the end of the night, I'm going to go and take off what I did and what I got accomplished today. The other things, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to wipe it off the board. Not even going to worry about it because you know why? I trust so much that everything happens for a reason. And I trust that whatever didn't get done today, it'll get done tomorrow. And I don't have to sit here and worry about, will I get it done tomorrow? Right? So that's a great way to do a visualization exercise, is to just kind of do your daily vision quest. Start in the morning, write down what you want to accomplish for the day. And then at nighttime, just go ahead and see what you've done. When you do these visualization mapping exercises, they make your aspirations more concrete and feel within reach when you see your steady progress being made. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. Our third and final point about making your purpose come to life with a plan is accountability structures. Now, you guys know I'm a life coach. Of course, I'm going to tell you about accountability structures, right? Because I'm a life coach, and this is what we do. So as excited as we are to live a life with purpose, it can also become tedious, if you're just doing all the work and you see no progress coming about. So you got to be careful about those instances. That's actually when people hire me, is those instances when they lose momentum, they drop down a notch, they become bored, they become complacent, lazy, they procrastinate, they distract by watching, Facebook all day, TikTok, coming on streams, wasting time. And that's when they call somebody like me. They're like, okay, I need to be held accountable. I have all these goals and I'm not getting these things done, right? So one way that you can have an accountability structure is to actually have another person in your life, whether it's a life coach or a mentor or a friend or a family member. Now, I'm a big advocate for coaches, not because I am a coach, but because coaches have helped me develop the success I have today. Because, like I said, I have an anxiety disorder, and part of that tends to be a little bit of attention deficit, right? It's very easy for me to get distracted and go down the rabbit hole. So I like when I work with coaches and I'll say, I have to get this thing done. Like when I wrote my second book, that became an Amazon best-selling book, right? But it took my coach reminding me, okay, Uma, the deadline is, we need this in by today. And Uma, I sent you the pictures for the cover. You got to make a decision today. Like those little things really helped me, because if I just did it on my own, say if I self-publish on my own, then I probably would have never gotten anything done, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I would have never gotten anything done because I could just allow myself to be distracted like that. So The reason why I like coaches too is because they're more invested. When you're paying somebody to be there as your accountability partner, they're invested. They want to see you win. Thank you. But when you have like a friend, guess what? They got their own life. They got their own things they got to worry about. So, yes, they're going to try to be there for you, but they're not going to put the pressure on you the way a coach is going to put the pressure on you. You know what I mean? So, that's one way to have an accountability structure. A next way is to track milestones. When you monitor progress regularly, you can have a finite view of your movement from starting goal to the end goal. So some things that I like to use are social media progress measurements. If you're on YouTube, do any of you guys have a YouTube channel? Every month, YouTube sends you, this is your stats for the month. This is how many people subscribe to your channel. This is how many minutes were watched. This is how many, I forgot the other thing. But it's really cool because sometimes, like me with my YouTube channel, I feel like, I'm like, there's nobody watching my stuff on YouTube. But then just at the beginning of October, it said for September, I had 33 new people sign up on my channel. And I had like over 14,000 watch minutes. That means people watched my videos for over 14,000 minutes. So I'm like, what? It didn't feel like that because nobody's like, when people are watching your videos, they don't like your videos or leave comments. I'm beginning to realize people are just kind of like, they'll put you on and then they'll go wash the dishes or make dinner or whatever. They'll step away from the phone and they'll forget, like, oh, let me like this video or let me leave her a comment, let her know I'm here or something. So sometimes when I'm making these videos, I think I'm just talking to myself. Could you imagine the surprise at the beginning of October when I saw I had over 33 new followers, over 14,000 watch minutes. I forgot the other thing, but it was impressive because at the beginning of the year, I remember January, I had like 2 new followers. And every month it started growing and growing and growing. I can't wait till the day when I open up the YouTube thing and it says you had 100 new followers last month. Ashley. So somebody is watching me on YouTube and she said, I love your channel. I love that. Thank you. And now that I know, every time you watch my videos, Ashley, please hit the like button and drop me a comment. Thank you for that. That was so cool. She came in right on time too. But yeah, like I love making videos for you guys. I am a content creator. So basically in the metaphysical field, we are different kinds of like energy. And for me, I'm a channeler, right? So I have the clear cognizance skill. I just know things. And I wake up in the morning with just all these fresh ideas. And I'm like, I know it's meant for the collective. So that's why I came to Meet Me and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube is because I feel like the knowledge that's shared with me, it's supposed to be shared with other people. Because so many times I'll post something and like I said, it looks like nobody's watching my videos, but then somebody will write me on my email and say, I need you to know I was thinking of doing something really bad and I saw your video and I feel better. I feel like I need to reinvest into myself. And I'm like, that's the stuff. Right? That's the stuff that makes all of this worth it. But again, you got to have a purpose, right? That's my purpose. Making you guys remember the light that is within you. Because the light that is within you is unique to you. So there you have it. That's my 3 ways of turning your vision, your purpose into action with a plan. The whole idea of me sharing this with you is because over the past week, as I struggled with my autoimmune disorder and just trying to get the energy to just do regular things, I still was fulfilling my purpose. I was still coming to streams and streaming, even though it was physically uncomfortable for me to sit in my chair. I was still posting to my social media channels, even though my eyes were so blurry, I couldn't see, right? And I do it because it brings me joy. As much as I love bringing you guys joy, it brings me joy just thinking about one day this is going to reach somebody, even when I'm long gone. It's going to reach somebody and it's going to mean something to them. And it's going to give them that energy to want to keep fighting the good fight, you know? And I'm getting like a little teary eyed because, like I said, I've had that inflammation flame up the whole, the whole week. And something about my particular condition is like it affects my eyesight, which is like the worst thing because I'm a content creator. So I'm like, are you kidding me? You're going to affect my eyesight too? Thank you, Deborah. So that is our message for the day. You know your purpose. You have a purpose. But what are you going to do with your purpose? Are you going to just ignore it, distract from it, not follow through, or are you going to create a plan and get your purpose done? All right. Now, we're going to move on to the messages for the zodiac signs. Now, because I don't have Danae here to help me, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Okay. I'm going to pull one card for each zodiac sign to give you a message for this week. And then I want to remind you guys that I do have an event every single day. So Tuesday, I have Tuesday talks at 5 p.m. on my YouTube channel and on Meet Me. Wednesday, I have Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to talk about one of the great modalities I do, access bars, about how you can learn to do mindset reset on yourself. If you struggle with negative thoughts, you struggle with limiting beliefs, right? Mindset reset work is really good. I'm going to talk about that Wednesday at 5 p.m. Thursday is the full moon. So I am doing a full moon energy clearing session. Now that will not be broadcast because that's a paid for class. You know, most of the stuff that I'm doing that I tell you guys about, it's free. So I'm going to give you your message today, right? But if you want like a full moon message about what's coming in, we're doing in that event, we're doing energy clearings and we're doing cord cutting. So if you feel like you're just kind of stuck in a certain area in your life and you feel like you need some clearings, that would be the event for you to do. I did have my Reiki channel circle up for Friday, but I have to take it down because my son has a football game. So, you know, when the kids have the football stuff, you got to go. You got to go for that. But if anybody wants a private reading or a reading, you know, you can always hit me up off of here. Or right now, if you are on YouTube, you can do a donation for a reading right now, or you can send the skeleton rain if you are on Meet Me for a reading after I finish these messages. All right. So let's go through these messages for each of the zodiac signs. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the Meet Me app. And I got to tell you guys, we've been doing this show for 3 years now. Yes, September's 3 years that we've been doing this show. So big shout out to you guys for sending, you know, we always tell you guys, send gifts during a featured stream. Because, you know, I stream all the time, but send gifts during a featured stream because it shows the admin, like people really like the show and they want to keep the show around, and it doesn't worry about being cut off or replaced by some other popular show. Okay. So I'm going to start with the earth signs, and I'm going to go with Capricorn. So Capricorn, your message this week is Knight of Water. All right. This is about love. Wow. Okay. Capricorn, you either have a new person coming in or just renewed interest in your romantic relationship. So I feel like it's going to be a week of romance for you, Capricorn. Either you're feeling romantic to your partner or they're feeling romantic to you and doing nice things for you. But either way, Cappy, enjoy it. Because, Capricorns, they don't like to, Capricorns like to work, they don't really like to just take time off. So this will be good for you. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you got 8 of air. You got to be careful of your mindset, Taurus. There is an illusion of being trapped, but I want to remind you, Taurus, that no one could trap you but yourself. Are you Capricorn, Project? I think we talked about that. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. So we have love coming in this week. Ooh, love. Okay, you came in right on time. Look at that. A Capricorn is always on time. He came in exactly when we're reading his. We got Knight of Water. So it talks about either a new person coming in for a love relationship or renewed interest in the current relationship that you're in. Oh, yes. I like you because we're Capricorns. I understand Capricorns really well, guys. Like when people are going off about, oh, this person's so rude, or I'm like, no, they're just a Capricorn. Mirage, you too. Yeah, it's a Capricorn thing, Fred. We have like resting bee face all the time. They say we're heartless and we're not. We're the most loving people ever, but we just don't have time or tolerance for BS. We just don't. We apologize, water signs. We apologize, fire signs. The water signs are too emotional. The fire signs are too impulsive. I think we get along best with the air signs because they're always thinking and logical. So we like that. We like logic. All right. So Taurus, you got to be aware of your mindset, love. Taurus, you got 8 of air. This is be aware of your mindsets because I feel like you're feeling trapped, but it's a reminder that you are not trapped. Only you yourself could trap you. So do some mindset reset work to get over that. Virgos looking really good for the week. You got 9 of water, Virgos. So Virgos, you are your wishes will come true this week. The 9 of water is like a make-a-wish kind of card, and it will come true. So it talks about love. It talks about your dreams being manifested, goals being manifested. So I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of progress being made, Virgo, this week. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting there, Fred. I'm getting there. Now, don't forget, guys, if you want your own personal message, I need 10 skeleton gifts, I think is today's challenge, 10 skeleton gifts. So anybody who sends me a skeleton gift, I will do a personal message for you right here on the stream. Okay. Now let's go to the water signs. We have Pisces. Pisces, you are in a remembrance mode. 6 of water. This is a mode of like having memories from your past, your childhood. And I feel like there may be somebody coming back from your past, but really don't just be so welcoming to them, Pisces. Try to figure out what they want and why they're here. It could just also you being nostalgic. Pisces, you are sensitive, and we have a full moon this week. So be aware that you're not going backwards, right? You got to go forward in life. Cancer, 5 of fire. Conflict. This is either conflict within yourself, Cancer, or conflict with others. So you're feeling riled up about something. I feel this is within yourself, and be logical. I don't allow your Cancerian super sensitive spirit to take over, right? Bring your logic in. Try to meditate, try to calm yourself down, because whatever it is you're feeling, it's really riling you up this week. Scorpio, you're happy. 3 of water, Scorpios. You guys are focusing on family reunions or reunions with people, having fun. You're social, you're out and about. So I feel like either you're celebrating something this week, maybe you're going to somebody's wedding or something's going on, or you're just having fun. You're traveling, you're enjoying yourself. You're not really focused too much on bad things. So you're in a good place, Scorpio. All right, we're going to go to the fire signs. Do we have any fire signs in here? Let's start with Aries. 10 of Earth, happy family life. I love this card. 10 of Earth is like financial stability. So if you've been having trouble with your finances, Aries, I feel like you're having some good news coming in about your finances. And I also feel stability this week for you. enjoying your family, enjoying your downtime, and just being grateful for the blessings that are in your life. All right. After Aries, we have Leo. Leo, Knight of Air. You're being impulsive this week, huh? Interesting. You're making some impulsive decisions this week, Leo. And I feel that you might do something that you're going to regret later. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're going to be doing something that you regret later. And your spirit guides are saying, calm down, don't rush the brush, think things through, review. Don't just jump into things. That is your message for the week, Leo. And finally, Sagittarius, we have Four of Water, some sadness coming in. So this could be like discontented with your current situation, feeling also kind of like the Taurus people, feeling trapped, feeling like things are just not going your way. But your spirit guides are saying you're missing an opportunity here to turn things around, and you're not seeing the blessing, you're only seeing the curse, right? So Sagittarius, remember, there's different ways to look at things. And if you don't like the way you feel right now by looking at the thing that you're looking at, then change the way you look at the thing. Change your perspective. Okay? And finally, we're going to go to the air signs. So let's start with Aquarius. Aquarius, you are also feeling fear, ego card, feeling trapped, feeling insecure about something. I think you're too overly focused on the world, like the material things, whether it's your career, your finances, your love relationships, or it could be that you're just having a lack mentality right now, right? And with the ego card, it's saying to take the mask off, be yourself, and depend more on your spiritual path than you are depending on your day-to-day stuff, right? Hi, Something. All right. Let's go to Gemini, your message for the week, Gemini. 3 of Fire, you are happy, you are content, great things happening for you. All right. Lots of abundance around you. Things are looking very good for you. And your spirit guides are saying, have patience. You're on the right path and you're doing the right things. So all you got to do is just make long-term plans right now. All right. And just keep going down this path. It's going to lead to a prosperous future for you. And finally, Libras. This week for Libras, we have 3 of Earth. I love this card. You're just, because Libras love to be loved. They love balance. And the 3 of Earth is like, everybody loves you. You can't do anything wrong, right? Being recognized for high quality work, being a team player, just getting along with everybody and just having peace and balance and harmony. So Libras are Libraing this week. Now, I want to remind everybody that we do have the full moon on Thursday, and the full moon energies tend to bring up things in people. So if you have unresolved things within you, be very careful about this full moon coming in on Thursday, because what is in the dark will come to light, right? That's just the way it works. What is in the dark will come to light. So be aware of that and watch your energy. All right, that is the messages. It's your birthday in 3 days. Full moon. Good luck, Fred. Fred's birthday is on the full moon night. And you too, Princess Deborah. Wow, all the Libras are in the building. My man is a Libra. I never really knew about the Libra energy until I dated one. And I gotta say, how are we not all dating Libras? You too, Rasta. I love, love, love the Libra energy. Wow. But Libra is the sign of partnership. So I think getting in a relationship with a Libra is like a blessing, because it doesn't matter if you're a water sign, earth sign, fire sign, they will find a way to be with you and to meet you on your level. And I think that is so amazing in a relationship. You're a Libra. Wow, we got all the Libras. It's Libra season, right? But I think it's a great way to kind of just it's a great way to be in a relationship with somebody. And that brings me to the end of my show, but I will stay on Meet Me. So for those of you that want to hang out afterwards and just have some conversation, um, 80K top badge goals. If you guys like Uma as a top badge, make sure we keep the badge for the week, badge protection on point, right? Rasta, thank you. And this is what I want to say for those of you that are now coming in or you're coming in on the tail end of this. This is a show that I do for free every Monday. It's called Uma's Lotus Lounge. And I do it as a way to kind of prepare you guys for the week and to give you positive vibes as you start your week. I truly believe in setting the energy of things before we get into things, right? So I'm going to pull the Divine Energy Oracle message for the week for all of us, for the collective consciousness. And let's see what our spiritual guidance wants us to know for the week. Oh, they chose they chose violence. They chose violence for us today. Can you repeat, Capricorn? Sadly I cannot, but this is on my YouTube channel. So once I'm done here, if you go to my YouTube channel, The Lotus and the Light on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. I usually put it under Uma's Lotus Lounge, but you got to give me like 10 minutes to put it on there. But if you scroll around, you'll be able to find it. The message for this week is choose friends wisely. They chose violence. Do you feel surrounded by people who don't understand you? Does it seem as though you're a fish out of water? Do you wonder where kindred souls can be found? No, you aren't the ugly duckling, and there isn't anything wrong with you or anyone else for that matter. It's just that as your soul grows and your spirit begins to claim its unique individuality, your personal vibration changes. Your bonds break to those with whom you no longer resonate. This is a natural sign of your growth. Whew. So I think it's fitting. Thank you. I think it's fitting that they chose this card for the week because we have the full moon on Thursday. And what do I say about the full moon? It is a time of letting go. It's a time of ending things that no longer feel right. And with those of us that are on streams, we are so quick to make friendships with people, that we don't really know. We haven't met them. We don't know who their people are. We don't know what they're about. And I feel like there might be some more drama coming this week that we will see and find out from the blogs on Instagram. For those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about. So Rasta said, I chose all my worst friends first. Hopefully I ran out of them. Rob, they chose violence. Are you pulling listen, this is all channeled. This is all channeled. So Uma's not doing nothing. That's Uma's not supposed to be doing. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Those of you on Meet Me, stick around. We're going to hang out for a little bit. Those of you on YouTube, want to remind you, this is the last chance this week to sign up for my program starting on Sunday, October 20th, Tarot Foundations. It's a 4-week online course where we meet once a week on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern for 90 minutes. And I teach you the tarot. You can either use the cards that I use or bring your own tarot deck. Because the beautiful thing about tarot is that it doesn't matter what deck you use. It will always be 78 cards, 22 major arcana, 56 minor arcana. So it doesn't matter. I can read it for you and teach you how to read it, regardless of what deck you use. But if you want to sign up, please check the links in my bio. It's right there on the screen, bit.ly/Tarot Foundations 1024, or just hit me up at any of my social media channels and ask me for the link. Sign up now. I only take 10 people for this class. And like I said, we meet once a week on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern from the comfort of your home. You get your deck, you get your journal, your pen, you come to class, and I teach you all you need to know about tarot. All right. And I can't wait to do it because I haven't really taught a 4-week class in a while. So I'm excited to get back into the swing of things and doing that. So let me know if you want to be part of the class. We have literally 6 days for you to sign up. So YouTube, I'm signing out. Thank you guys again so much. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Lotus Lounge. I'll see you again next Monday.